And we have guest speakers today. We have with us Carol Pelton and Don Fulford. They're representing Thompson Citizens on Patrol, so I'll turn the floor over to you for your presentation.
Thank you, Linda. I'm Carol Pelton, and I'm a member of the local Citizens on Patrol. I'm joined by Bobby Montine, who is our local coordinator for the Thompson group, Don Fulford, who is a member of the local group, and as well our representative on the provincial advisory board. And we're also pleased to see Constable Wochuk is our liaison with the RCMP, as well as Constable Cleveland, who is also involved with our local citizens group. And we were thankful that they were able to join us for lunch. The Citizens on Patrol program began in Manitoba in 1991, and it was originally guided by the local law enforcement along with Manitoba Justice. In March of 2001, Manitoba Public Insurance partnered with Manitoba Justice to improve and support the networking opportunities for any of the local groups. The goal of this partnership was to support any local COPP groups by providing a provincial coordinator, some of the equipment that we use in the patrolling, training, networking opportunities through conferencing, and helping with our RCMP liaison. Provincial Advisory Board was established consisting of members from the local COPP groups to help guide and support the local groups. Locally, in 1994, Inspector Reinhardt of the Thompson Detachment advised the community members interested in forming a local COPP group that Constable Mary Lane was working towards getting a group going in Thompson. And we had our first community meeting here Tuesday, April the 19th in 1994. Provincially, the province has been divided into regions based on the RCMP regions, and representatives from each of these regions meet on a regular basis to share ideas, support the local groups, and look at areas where there is a potential for a new COPP group. Thompson is Group 1 in Region 1, and Don Fulford, our regional representative, is responsible for helping to organize and train new groups in our region. There's certainly potential for other groups in our communities, as well as expanding the number of members in the local group. In some communities, a local group has been organized for a specific area. For example, in Brandon and Winnipeg, local Manitoba housing complexes have organized a Citizens on Patrol group just for their complex, and it's helped to increase the safety of the complex. The RCMP, the Winnipeg Police Services, Brandon Police Services, and the Manitoba Justice have representative on this provincial advisory committee as well. Locally, Citizens on Patrol had already established a working relationship with the RCMP and emergency services by providing extra eyes and ears at specific times, such as Halloween, or answering distress ham radio calls as the first COP members were part of the REACT group, the local ham radio operators group. The community members have responded when the RCMP have asked for volunteers. In the 18 years since our organization was formed, we have had more than 60 different volunteers providing service to the community. The service to the community has expanded over the years by providing support to local events such as Nickel Days or special events such as the Olympic Torch Run, doing regular patrols of all areas of Thompson, from Birch Tree Mine all the way out to the airport, speed watch, searching for missing individuals, traffic control and assistance in a variety of situations, car seat safety, graffiti documentation, vehicle audits, and being on the lookout 24/7 for any suspicious activity. Don?
Okay, as Carol said, the main goal of the Citizens on Patrol is to be the eyes and ears of the community. We look out for anything suspicious, criminal activity, open windows, doors that are open, which we had a couple of weeks ago. Somebody left their door open, but we drove by at midnight. It's a community-based crime initiative in cooperation with local law enforcement, who have been very good with us the last year or so. How do we help the local business community? On a regular basis, members on patrol of the business area, including the industrial areas, Hayes Road, the railroad area, and downtown and towards the airport. And as I said, we checked to see if gates, windows, doors are secured. If anything has changed around the place, if there's anything that's out of place. Members have prevented potential disasters in the past. Reported company vehicles left unsecured, stolen property recovered from local businesses, and other break-ins. Members have also phoned the RCMP when they have observed individuals extremely intoxicated or any other risky behavior. We've also had some very close encounters with some young people that were not. The situations could have been very disastrous if people hadn't been out at the time. And Thompson is extremely proud of many of its firsts. First volunteer of the year in Thompson was also the first volunteer to the recipient of our Citizens on Patrol program, we have awarded too. We've been the first group that had financial support from the city, first group to assign a firefighter-paramedic with a liaison, first group to sign when MPI became a provincial sponsor, first group to sign up the Speedwatch program. I'll show you how the board works at the end of this. And the first group to do child find with local Lions Club. We did a few child ID kits this spring. And we were the first group to provide traffic assistance and security for the Lieutenant Governor, Manitoba Lieutenant Governor, when he visited. And we were the only group to organize the only UN-sanctioned community safety walk in Canada for World Habitat Day a few years ago. So we've created local partnerships with the City of Thompson, RCMP, Emergency Services, Crime Stoppers, Block Parents. We work with them as much as we can. We don't receive any provincial funding. Most of the funding is local. And it's been businesses, service clubs, fire department, and specific individuals who have been part of the organization. So what do we need from the community? As a business owner, being employers more aware of the area around your business, observe as you walk to and from your vehicle or the bus. Is there suspicious activity? Just keep your eyes open to see what's going on if it's out of the ordinary. Keep your personal property clear, bushes cut back, security lights on, put your toys away. Toys. Keep your vehicles locked, keep valuables out of sight. And it's surprising how many people, when we do vehicle audits, which is one of the things we do, is how many people leave coins and money sitting out where you can see it. You just walk by a vehicle within a couple of feet and you look in and you see. And there was one truck that we did and I looked at it and I said, got to be 30 or 40 bucks sitting on that console. And it's wide open, like there's lots of toonies and loonies, so it's really
Tempting.
quite visible. We need, excuse me. So we need more volunteers to make the group more visible and enable us to have more courage of walking or driving and getting out and touring, because we do it as often as we can, but not as much as we'd like. So we need more volunteers, which is ongoing with everybody, it seems. And but you don't have to be a member. You can just keep your eyes open, and if you see things going on and it's out of the ordinary, make a call if you have to. It's really out of the ordinary. So everyone can do a little bit. We're on 24/7. We see something, we'll go call it in. So it's not just being a member of Citizens on Patrol, it's being a member of the community and being part of it. We've done traffic control at events up here. Looks like it's going to be simpler with that new road they put around there at the rec center, but and the speed watch, which we haven't done much this summer because this is the third board we've had it up here. I won't make any comments on that. Safety audits, I don't know whether you've ever seen. We go around and we check the vehicles to see whether there's coins sitting around, whether they're locked, whether they're safe, and we do that for MPI every couple times a year. Usually we try. Day and night patrols and helping where asked. Our next project is cell phones and seatbelt survey coming up in October. We've been doing that now for last year and this year in the spring. So we've done it 3 times so far and we're doing it again. And actually the safety factor on that is fairly good. Roughly average, we're about 93.4% of everybody not doing what they're supposed to. And that runs pretty close to the provincial average when we look at the whole statistics that they've given us. So it's a good outfit. So the goals of the COP are deterrence by providing a presence on foot, bicycle, vehicle, education about crime prevention, and awareness on crime-related issues. We request about 8 hours a month if possible. If you can make it 4, we're not really going to argue, but it's just to have some more people. We would like them, but we keep on operating. And if you have any questions, you feel free to ask us, and I'll just set up the speedboard for a minute so you can see what's going on while you're asking questions if you have any.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Don. Any questions?
The one thing I wanted to mention is each of you has got one of these little books in front of you. And Citizens on Patrol in partnership with the RCMP are working on the Report Shared Drivers program, which is actually a provincial initiative. And since we have started to hand these out and share them with people and get people more educated, there has been calls into the RCMP under this program. So it has been totally effective. And you're welcome to take those if you want more, if you want them to share in your office or your workspace. We have cases of them, right, Rob? So we'll be more than happy to share them with you.
Okay.
If I can ask a question, Richard, because besides I'm just driving, sounds like but when I'm driving, I live at the lake, and I see a lot of times I see people. Now, I'm not going to pull out my cell phone and start phoning because that's breaking the law. So is it okay to pull off to the side of the road, then phone, and give as much, I guess, information as you can on this? Is that what you do? And then that's all you need to do, right?
Correct, you
okay. Okay, cool.
It is a little frustrating, like, I've tried to report before, and I don't necessarily know what street, I know where I am, but I don't know what the street is called. And they don't really like it when you say the boulevard in front of the Mystery Lake Hotel.
They have a rough idea where you're at anyway.